Well, I decided to wait till today to send you this video on the garden because I thought the wind wouldn't be blowing. It was blowing so bad last night, but it's still blowing this morning. So I really hope you can hear this. I was going to try to show you the plants that you sent me. So this one, and this tub always is troubled, but now it drains too much. But that one I think was a coreopsis that you sent me. And then the other one's in this little thing. This was a zinnia, some kind of a zinnia that you sent. And I think that this was a chrysanthemum maybe? I'm not sure. So I really haven't seen its flowers very much. Again, this dries out so fast. It's just now kind of, I don't know, they've established their roots. So those were 3. We'll walk out to the garden. Everything's so dry. Let's see. Hopefully we won't see any snakes. Let's see, so your eggplants are down here. This one has, I have a bug problem. I mean, like, that's a little orange one. And these are the other ones. They also looked like they were doing really good for a while, and then they kind of struggled. So maybe I'm going to look into that organic stuff that you said to see if I have bugs. That was stevia right here, but I don't think you gave me the stevia. But I do think you gave me the stuff. This was like an oregano type stuff right here. These are my green beans that I've gotten going, and then down here at the back I ran out of green bean seeds and I put some Swiss chard. So you can kind of see the leaves like that. I don't know what that means, but I was thinking that they're just like a plant, but it looks like they're starting to bloom in there. So I'm not sure. Anyway, this is the green beans, which is a pretty good substantial row. And the water is fixing to come on. It's on one of the beds already. This is your little chamomile plant. And sometimes it blooms a lot. I think it blooms later in the day. But anyway, you gave me that. Go over here. Here is my okra. I need to put some more weed fabric down. But I've at least weeded around it, and so you can kind of see I've got a pretty decent stand of okra. This, I have cantaloupe down here, and then I think that's zucchini. We'll walk down here. I think there's a few fruits growing. Most of them are not growing. Anyway, here's my poor little pepper plants. They have just, some of them will have a pepper. Like this poor thing, it doesn't even hardly have a body, but it has a pepper. But I don't know. I thought there was maybe a worm out here, but I have not found one of those worms. I've been on the lookout. So those pepper plants just not doing fantastic. This is the vine, or the vines that you gave me. Going there. This is a cantaloupe I planted. That is a cantaloupe I planted. I have this cantaloupe in the middle here that I am trying to save from being swallowed up by this giant vine here. And so it has like little, I guess that's a squash. potential vine for sure. It's like just, I mean, it's a lot. Now, there's probably several plants in there. Anyway, you can kind of see the fruit on it. And the other side, so I'm not stepping on it. And walk back down the bed this way. These peppers are not bad. Maybe they're going to turn around. Here's a tomato. You gave me that tomato. I need to get a cage for this tomato. They're doing fair. Peppers. This is one of your squash that you gave me. I've already taken 2 squash off of it, so these are ahead of my squash that I planted. Anyway, there's that squash. This one is the trombone chini squash. It is obviously more of a brine. Here's one on it. Where is it? There we go. You can kind of see it. It obviously is also not doing fantastic. It looks kind of tired. There's a zucchini plant that you gave me, and it's doing well. I've already some of those squash off. This one is the 8-ball one, and I've picked one that's about that same size off of it. And these are the tomatoes. They're kind of all over the place. The basil that you put with them are doing great. This one is the, the sunflower and the tomato and the morning glory. And that morning glory is doing really well. And there are some tomatoes on there, but you can tell it had a worm on it. It may be, I don't know. Still looking. I mean, those things, they can do a lot of damage. These look a little more recent. I got some dill going in the middle. This is another one of yours. It's actually doing pretty good. But see, I've got stuff eating, I think, on it. I don't think that all happened from the worms from a few weeks ago. I don't remember which one this was called. One of these is the indigo pearl drop. That may be this one. Just basil is just going, purple basil is going really well. This is a wild black cherry. I tied them up. That seems to have helped a little bit. This one also has basil going like crazy with it, but it's not so healthy. This one is the only one. I remember you taught me something about the leaves. Like these leaves are really wide. So see, I have this yellow stuff. I'm going to put that food on it like you said. Today, I just wanted to wait till the wind was not blowing. Let me see which kind this was. This was a brandy one. So, I don't know. Its leaves are a lot different. And then there's this one with more basil. I think this is the... No, it's not. I thought it was going to be the yellow pear, but it has some red tomatoes going on it down there. So, it's a good... It's got some tomatoes on it. They just... beat to death, but then the wind's blowing again today. These are more tomatoes here. I think this one's a Matt's Wild Cherry that I got tied up. And there may be a few tomatoes on there, just mainly blooms. But at church the other day, I asked some people that took yours and other people that just garden, and then they said their tomato plants have been similar. Lots of blooms, but no real fruit. And it seems like that kind of follows the rule. So, I was going to come back over to the squash plant. the ongoing squash plant from this side. And I was going to see if I could find a bigger one. I know I've seen a bigger one. So I'll show you, this is my hand to give you an idea. It's kind of striped, and so then there's a little one with it. But you'll see why I kind of wondered, actually this is even darker. So like how big do they get before you cook them? You know, they look kind of like a pumpkin. Anyway, that's why I didn't know if it was I didn't know what it was. So, it is going to probably form a windbreak though, if nothing else. So, I do hope you have a great 4th of July. I really enjoyed the phone call yesterday. And we'll just have to figure out a time either for you to come over here, if it's safe for you to come over here, or me to make a trip over there. I could bring your paints or something like that when it was the day that you were, comfortable with that. I hope you have a great 4th of July, and know that I love you very much, and I'm super